So I'm going to move on next to Sue to talk more about the routes that you deliver, Sue, because we talked about a little bit of management in certain areas. Would you like to tell us a little bit about the routes that you are involved with?
Yes, certainly. Thank you, Rhiannon, and Borodar, everybody. My name's Sue Holsworth. I'm the team leader for Work-Based Business, based on the Rose campus, and we have a team of 13 assessors who will deliver qualifications in the workplace and online these days. And we go as far as Deeside, Wrexham, all the way over to Holyhead and all the areas in between. We do go down as far as Dolgellau and the Llŷn Peninsula. And yes, we can deliver bilingually, and we do have a team of both male and female assessors. We deliver business administration, customer service, and medical secretary courses from levels 2 to 4. Apprentices coming in at level 2 will be starting possibly the first job, learning the basics. I do sometimes think that business admin and customer service staff are the ones that are forgotten when training is encouraged in an organisation, but every company needs their business administration and their customer service staff. They're the ones that they keep things going. They are the hub of the organisation. And we do have a lot of learners who've started at level 2, then they've become a supervisor and gone on to level 3, and then they become managers and go on to level 4. Sometimes we'll pass them over to our management team, and they can then even go on to level 5 if necessary. We've had learners that have started in companies as apprentices and are now running departments. And as an assessor, it's so rewarding to see somebody come in as that gawky teenager, and then they're actually earning more than we are at the end of it. It's really rewarding to see that progression. We operate in both public and private sector organisations. A lot of public sector companies, organisations now are asking for these qualifications at, say, level 2 or level 3, depending on the banding of the job role. I did work quite closely with North Wales Police to tie their job bandings into the qualification levels. So, you know, when they're advertising for apprentices, you know that the qualification that you're going to do is appropriate with regards to the job that you're being expected to train for. Most of the units have a knowledge element and a performance element. So you do the knowledge, you learn what you need to do about that particular area, and then you put that knowledge into practice and prove to your assessor that you are competent. Now, obviously, lockdown has had a bit of an adverse effect on observations and things like that, but because of the online platforms that we're using and the e-portfolios, if it's possible in the workplace, we can do video calling and we can observe you via video call. There are lots of different ways that you can actually provide evidence to tell us how you've done things. We can have professional discussions, you can write a reflective account, you can get a colleague to give you a witness testimony, etc. Some of the units are things like make and receive telephone calls, which might sound a bit basic, but if you're 16 coming straight into an organisation, you need to learn the protocols in your particular company to be able to answer the phone, to follow their guidelines. I don't know, an adverse effect, can I say?
It's nice to see, like you're saying, what other people are saying. It's that progression opportunity and how, you know, the privilege we have really as people working in business of working for such a long period with these people and for seeing them grow in confidence and abilities over the period of their learning with us. And that's got to be a good thing for the employers as well, because they are investing in those people and they're getting that return on their investment by seeing those young people grow in terms of confidence and skill levels.
Yes, that's right, because if we have an apprentice that starts at level 2 and then moves up to level 3, they are replaced with another apprentice at level 2.
Yeah.
And you know, the level 4 qualifications, they're foundation degree level. So, you know, they are really respected. They're higher apprenticeships. Most of them will take between 15 months and 2 years to complete. And we do have the apprentice matching service which is run by Careers Wales, where you can actually log on, create yourself an account, and then you can see which employers in the area are actually advertising for apprentices. The college itself has a jobs page where a lot of employers are advertising, because obviously it's free for them to do so, and there are quite a few apprentice vacancies on there from all sectors, covering all areas.
And I think that's an important point, actually, for anybody who's considering an apprenticeship as their next step, especially if they're coming to us straight from school and they possibly don't have an employer at the moment. That's a common question that we've been dealing with, actually, in that, you know, do I have to have an employer in order to undertake an apprenticeship? And it's very true. You need to be employed whilst you are doing your apprenticeship, so you will need to find an employer at some stage. But there is help available to help you find an employer. And I think somebody also said in another live stream that we did, you know, if a young person is wanting to do an apprenticeship, we would encourage them to approach us and come and talk to us about what they want to do. And we could then assess their suitability for that apprenticeship. And they could put that on their CV, so that when they are approaching companies to look for a placement and an employment opportunity, that they could say that, well, they've already been and talked about the course, and therefore you've got something to offer the employer as well. I think those employers that we have long established relationships with, who have been training their workforce with us for a number of years, do see apprenticeships as, you know, a really good way for them to be investing in their workforce and to be developing the skills of their staff. So I think you've made some really interesting and valid points there.